to my channel. So this is going to be my after school routine with 3 kids. So what I do from school pickup until bedtime, and this video is also a collaboration with Nick Jr. and Channel Mum, celebrating the launch of Mission Mondays, which started in September. So before I go and collect Bill from school, because it is nearly time, I need to be quick, let me fill you in on what Mission Mondays actually is. So over on Nick Jr. every Monday, as the name would suggest, at 4 p.m, Nick Jr. will be showing some brand new episodes of your kids' favourite programmes, and that includes Blaze and the Monster Machines, Rusty Ribbits, Shimmer and Shine, Paw Patrol, Nella and Top Wing. So it's designed to help us pull back a little bit of time, get the kids settled while we get on with either just taking a break for half an hour or cracking on with tea, whatever we choose to do. I'll show you more in a bit anyway, but for now I need to go and get my shoes on and go and collect Bill from school, so I'll see you in a little bit. So before I leave the house, there are a few things that I like to do, and the first is actually make Stan's bottle so it's ready to drink when we get home. I also get the kids a snack ready because I just find it makes the whole picking up after school a lot easier. And then it's shoes on and we are pretty much ready to go. I make sure that I take our double buggy with us just because Daisy is 2.5, but I feel like it's a lot safer and I can get to school quicker. Plus the basket is great because I can stick everything under there when I pick Bill up from school. Then once we are home, the kids have a bit of a play while I get sorted and just get my bearings and get prepared for the rest of the afternoon. I always love this bit because it's really nice to see them both catch up after a day at school. So we are home, it is 3:30 and I've just sorted the kids. They're having their snack and playing, and the first thing I do is go through Bill's school bag just to see if there are any letters or anything like that, because I just find that if I deal with it now then it's a hell of a lot easier than like forgetting about it or trying to do it in a rush in the morning. So thankfully I haven't got anything tonight. So while the kids are playing, I give Stan his bottle just to keep him nice and happy and content, and then the evening goes a lot more smoothly, and then I shout the kids in. We're going to do a little bit of a crafty activity because I try and do this, especially as I work from home. I try and make sure I make time for them and have a bit of fun with them. So it's just a little fun craft idea really, but if you get some pumpkins and get some paint, like we have loads of paint in anyway from crafting, instead of carving, which can be a little bit dangerous to do sometimes with kids, you paint them instead. And we've also got some glitter that we can add as well, Bill. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? So yeah, this is Bill's pumpkin, and what are you painting?
I'm doing the moon and some bright colours.
Oh, and what are you painting, Daisy? Just orange. Daisy's painting her orange pumpkin orange. And then it's time for Mission Mondays, and I have no problem whatsoever with my kids watching a bit of television after school, particularly if they've had a really intense day, because Mondays is a school and nursery day and both Bill and Daisy are very tired normally, and it's so nice to see them all curled up on the sofa together. It really is, and they love Blaze. So we're very happy, it's just me and you, kiddo. Should we go and have a cuddle? So while the bigger two are watching Mission Mondays, I am going to just try and take a bit of time out and collect my thoughts and relax for a bit, because I do find Mondays intense, particularly with 3 small children. I just never know whether I'm coming or going, and it's nice to just take a moment just for me. Admittedly, I've got Stan on my knee, and just relax. And I've been dying to start this new book of mine. And as the bigger two are entertained, I've washed up from earlier and actually made their dinner stress-free. So while the end of Mission Monday starts to wrap up, I thought I would quickly show you what I've made the kids for their tea tonight. We would normally eat as a family, but Bill actually has swimming lessons, so it's non-stop for me. I take him swimming lessons, and when Mark gets home he manages the little two, and it's actually just been so nice for them to sit in there and relax. I've just had Stan with me, which has been super easy, and I've made their tea in peace. There was no fighting, there was no chasing each other around the kitchen, there was no asking me for a snack. It was blissful. That is the power of television. Sometimes it's a parent's best friend, but let me show you what the kiddos are having tonight. So this is what I like to call a snacky plate, and this one here is Bill's and this one here, slightly smaller portion, is Daisy, but they both have the same, so let me talk you through. So we have some crackers with some butter and some cheese. We've got 2 cocktail sausages here and some wholemeal pita bread sliced up with some hummus, and then there is also some cucumber here and some tomatoes as well with a juice. And then over here is little Stan's version. Now he's 7 months old now and baby led weaning is going really well for him, but he's got a bit of hummus again, some wholemeal pita, a cocktail sausage sliced in half lengthways to make it a little bit easier for him, and a few slices of cheese. I haven't gone for the cracker purely because I think it's a bit of a choking hazard, to be honest. And then he also has some cucumber fingers and then a cherry tomato sliced into quarters. So I'm going to shout them in and let the feasting commence. Dinner's ready!
Yay!
So Stan is now 7 months, so he actually joins in with dinner time now, which is lovely to see, especially seeing all 3 of them sat there sharing a meal. It's so cute. And I usually just sit there with them, encourage them to make sure that they eat everything and don't leave any veggies and that kind of thing, and help Stan with picking up his finger foods and learning what to do. He's really getting into it. Those 2 are just sitting together and chatting and eating, and then it's dessert and they've had some fruit and yogurt tonight, and then lo and behold, Mark's home, which actually gives me the opportunity to run upstairs and get changed, because swimming lessons are usually quite hot and sweaty and I like to choose comfort over style. Right, so now it never stops. We're off to swimming. It's worth mentioning that if it's not swimming, it's usually an after school club or jiu-jitsu. Bill has a very busy schedule. So that is swimming done. Did you have a nice time?
Yeah.
Yep, I am very tired. We are going to go home and do reading books, Bill. But anyway, enough chatting, more driving. Once I'm home, it's just taking shoes and coat off and getting everybody settled. Mark, by this point, will be giving Stanley his bottle, and I'm actually going to quickly catch up on a tiny bit of work that I need to do before the kids go to bed, because I have a deadline and that's just the way it is. But once that's done, Mark takes Stanley up to bed and he goes down first while I crack on with doing Bill's reading book and reading and cuddling with Daisy. And this is a really manic time, but it's necessary and always needs to be done. And then it's bedtime, so while Mark is settling Daisy and putting her to bed, I'm going to go to Bill's room and get his uniform out for the next day. I just find that this makes tomorrow morning so much easier, and I know if I need to wash anything. So that is the end of our after school / bedtime routine. The kids are all in bed. The pumpkins are here drying in the background. They're nearly dry actually. And Mark and I are gonna have something to eat and chill out for a bit. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, if you've got kids, make sure you check out Mission Mondays over on Nick Jr. from 4 PM, because I promise you won't be disappointed. Bye.